in.
Hey y'all, what up, AA Rum?
Come on in. Come on in. Hey, sis, what's up, baby? Come on in. Come on in.
Because my life is covered by the blood. Jesus Christ, my Savior, one up for the Lord. Wake up in your presence, thank you to my God.
Hey y'all, hey boo baby, what's going on? Happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday, happy Monday. Come on in. Hey twin.
What's up, Queen? Come on in. Come on in.
Didn't he get you up?
Whoop, whoop.
How could you just sit there, get up out that rug? Get that breakthrough, get them blessings, pay your tithes and take them lessons. Aphorism, this takes practice, do your part, that's how you say again, keep praising him, don't let nothing stop your praise. What's going down is only temporary, it's just test of faith.
Hey y'all, happy Monday. Come on in. Come on in the
He
room.
comes by night, just focus on him and you will be alright. You trust in his bosom and safe in his care. When he pays your rest, he handles your fare. You're all the way covered, no need to be worried. Just look all around you, you see that he's there. He gave it to you, trust him, yeah, he got it. Don't add no twist, no pulling, this ain't bopping. Jesus Christ, my Savior, one up for the Lord. Wake up and go praise him, thank you to my God. About to get some blessings, favor from above. Because my life ain't covered by the blood. Jesus Christ, my Savior, one up for the Lord. Wake up and go praise him, thank you to my God. About to get some blessings, favor from above. Because my life ain't covered by the blood. I'm covered. I'm covered. I'm covered. I'm covered. I'm covered. I'm covered. Yes, I said it. Yes, I'm covered. I'm covered. I'm covered. I'm covered. I'm covered. I'm covered.
Hey y'all, hey y'all. Happy Monday, y'all. Come on in the room.
Wake up and go praise him. Thank you to my
Come
God.
on in the room. Happy Monday.
Because my life ain't covered by the
Another
blood.
Monday, all about financial
Jesus Christ, my Savior,
illiteracy.
one up for the Lord. Wake up and go praise him. Thank you to my God.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey May May, hey TT.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? I'm covered. I'm covered. Hey. We ain't gonna get nothing out of you tonight. Worry about that hair. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. Come on in.
Wow. Okay. Righteous.
How many know this is the day that the Lord has made? Let us rejoice and be glad in it.
Yes, sir.
So happy to be back here tonight to teach what we teach, financial literacy. Welcome to 92.9 KGPJ, Grand Prairie, Texas. I'm your host, Pastor Keenan Tennyson, the proud pastor, Pleasant Hill Missionary Baptist Church, 1636 North Masters Drive, with my co-host, Dallas, Texas, 75217. Co-host. Huh.
What up, though, y'all?
Fantastic child. She's been rocking on the station with me since we've been here. We want to welcome y'all to the show tonight. We're going to open up with a word of prayer and jump right in. We're going to do a review and then jump right in. Father God, we come this evening to say thank you for this day. Realizing it's a day that you have made, we will rejoice and be glad in it. Open our hearts and mind, be receptive to this, your word. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Hey, listen, we started out a couple weeks ago talking about them 3 accounts. No, we started out first talking about pay yourself first. Y'all remember?
We did.
Hopefully you're going to start paying yourself. 10% of what you earn.
Pay yourself, pay God, save 10,
And
live off the 7.
There it is.
That's what we was teaching.
10 by 10 by 10 by equals 70.
Right.
You live off the 70.
Live off the 7.
Then we talked about the 3 accounts. We talked about a emergency fund.
Right.
You need 6 to 8 months of your salary saved.
A short-term savings and a long-term savings.
What's the short-term savings for?
I mean, whatever you need it for.
A
It
trip.
had a few different examples, but I was going to say if you want to buy something special, if you're taking a trip, for something specific, and then long-term and investments is just so you can have money when you need it.
When you retire, that's what's it.
Yep.
I'm just checking.
Oh, I know.
You know?
I know.
You know.
We want them to know.
Yeah, but I'm gonna ask you so you can say it to them. Let them know you know.
No,
Let them know that you ain't just sitting in here just talking. Listen to me doing
I
all the
almost
talking.
said that out loud. Touch it, Lord. Touch it, Lord. Touch it, Lord. Touch it, Lord.
Man, you on edge. You know, good thing he kept you from saying whatever it is you gonna say. Y'all, we're gonna start out. I want to talk about insurance first. You got to get yourself some coverage. Had the privilege and honor of putting my mother to rest this past weekend. Mary Dabbs, my mother, man, gone on to be with the Lord.
Shout out to Dabs.
Shout out to Mama Dabbs.
One time for the one time we came through in our pink.
Came through in our pink
And
and
our pearls
shades.
and our shades and our,
All
we
that.
just could, cause she used to come through. So
Tough.
you could say what you want to about her, but she used to come through.
She came through in that.
Dabs just a step. You hear me? Don't let her have her shirt in her purse. I mean,
Her shirt in her purse.
I meant shoes. Okay. This what we doing tonight?
No, you said shirt.
Her shoes and her purse to match. If she had her shoes and her purse, I said shirt. My bad, y'all.
No,
She had her purse and her shoes to match. So we came through for her one time. She always was clean at the heel, and she left out the same way.
That is.
That's all I was saying.
Yeah, her battle with the sicknesses is over.
Yeah, Lord.
It's actually a relief that she's no more suffering, no more pain, no more heartache, none of that stuff, man. But here's the part I want to talk about.
Okay.
Planning is different when you have coverage.
Talk about it.
Grieving is different when you have coverage. Man, you know, we've talked this for the longest, contestant, but when you are sitting in that chair and it's your time to make decisions and all that kind of stuff, it's different, man, when you don't have to think about what it costs.
Right.
It's different when you can grieve because you know you can cover it. And then you don't put all your money in the ground, but it's just a difference when you
It's like you don't have to put all your money in the ground, but you have options. I think that's
That
what
is.
insurance, it gives you the option to do whatever you want to do. It gives you the option to, the casket was amazing. The flowers were beautiful. When you have insurance and you have the money, no, you don't have to spend it and put it all in the ground. But you have, if you wanted to, you could.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause for some people, like you said, this is the last thing I get to do for her. This is my last time getting to dress her. This is my last thing getting to do anything for her. In which I just want to tell you personally, I think you did your mother proud.
Thank you.
I think you did her well. I think she would have been proud.
Yeah,
I think she would have been proud.
It was so pretty you couldn't even hardly cry.
Yeah.
She looked that
She was
good.
beautiful. She was beautiful. She looked like she was peaceful. She was at rest. Yeah. You couldn't. It's crazy what I heard when I looked at her, but you just heard her. I could just hear her right then saying what she would have said.
What's that?
And we all know how your mama was.
Bougie.
No.
What she said?
I would never use bougie to describe Mary Dabbs.
What word did you
I mean, when she thought she was cute. You know what I mean? When she thought she was
Honey.
fly. So I'm just saying that's what I heard. I could just hear her like, baby, you know, like, I thought you knew what it was. I thought you know how I get down. So, yeah, I could just hear her being fly, knowing that she was fly.
Absolutely. It was a joy to see her look that good, man. I'm telling you.
You did good. You
I
did
always
very
take care
good.
of my mama.
You did very
Loved on her,
good.
made sure she was fine. It's just good to see. My mind was open. I mean, let me say this. My mind was blown with the ambiance of the room.
Yeah.
And realizing it wasn't as much as you thought. You know what I'm saying? So it was good. But the key to it all, contestants, when you have coverage, it just
Life insurance.
when you have life insurance, people, I'm gonna tell you something. And she left pretty quick.
Yeah.
You know, she left pretty quick. Brought her home on Sunday. She died Sunday evening. But here's the part. It wasn't a matter of, oh, Lord, what we gonna do?
Right.
Take her there, get her ready, and I'll come see y'all tomorrow, and we'll talk about it.
Right.
You know, y'all, that's such peace. I can only imagine. Well, I've been there. It's so different when families don't have coverage, man.
Yeah, we've seen it all. We've been on the. I've been there in my own family, and I know what that look like when you don't have coverage. Because here's the truth: you're sad and you want to grieve, but you gotta beg.
Yeah.
I know that's
Yeah.
I mean, you can say that's an ugly way to look at it.
You gotta beg.
I mean, you can use the word, but you have to ask, beg, pass the hat, whatever word you want to use. And then, to me, you have to drag the grief out. Because now, your mom died on Sunday. We buried her Saturday.
Right.
That's about a week. Well, when you don't have it, the funeral home, as sad as they know you are, they not moving until they get their coins. So most people have to put it off 2-3 weeks
down the road,
and now you are dragging the grief out.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely. One of my
now
friends,
you're dragging it out.
It's interesting you make this statement. One of my friends said, "Boy, you ain't playing." I said, "Well, we covered. We ain't got to drag this out."
Yeah, most people have to drag it out
Right.
because they have to wait till they come up with the amount.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
So, thank y'all for the condolences, the calls, the texts, and all that kind of stuff. I'll do a video and send it out. It's just so much love was poured in, and so many people reached out. I tried to answer some, and some of them I didn't. It's not an oversight. It's just that much love and support can be overwhelming at times. So
Right, but like overwhelming in a good way,
in a
right?
great way,
Yeah.
wow. And I heard from some people. I'm like, wow.
Some people you didn't expect to hear from.
I forgot.
And it brings out everybody. You know what I'm
Everybody.
saying? High school friends, college friends, friends from everybody who's known you your whole life. People, your sweet home family. Your family, your, like you said in the funeral, family, friends, foes, and enemies alike.
Everybody.
It brings out everybody.
Brought back old members to the church.
Old members that had left the church, we were able to see some of them. It just really brought out everybody. But with that being said, it speaks to who your mom was, how many people really loved her, and she brought the city out, man.
Yeah.
I've been at that church for 10 years. I ain't never seen that parking lot that full. We have never had to open that backside with the gate and come. Oh, it wasn't nowhere to park.
Oh, I didn't see the parking lot.
It wasn't nowhere to park. The gate over there on the side by the trash can. So when you come in out Chakota, all of that was full. Then that gate, they had to open that gate up. The field was full. It was nowhere to park. It was nowhere to park. It was nowhere to sit. It was,
Mary Dabbs
brought that thing. She brought the people out. She brought the city out. And it was full to capacity. It was full to capacity for her.
Pastor and Sister Warren was there. They were
Absolutely.
there.
It brought everybody out.
So glad to see the support. So that comes from what we're saying about that. Make sure you have coverage, man.
Right.
Listen, I've taught this. I've said this, but now I've experienced this.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people that have coverage, but when you have coverage, hear me.
Get covered. That's why that's our theme song. I'm covered.
It changes the game in a great way.
Being covered definitely changes the game.
Look at yourself. You don't have to get millions. You just need to make sure you are covered.
And can we talk about this because I shout out to Twin. She called me before to see if we was doing a radio show tonight. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people, so since we teach what life insurance is. Y'all, let me just throw this out there for free. Life insurance is not burial insurance. Mm-hmm. It's income protection, y'all. You were trying to replace, now your mom, of course, you was taking care of her, you and Mary. But a lot of times it's the breadwinner. It's somebody that was making an income. My point is, yes, you want to be able to bury them, but you also want to be able, like we'll talk about it, your mom had a house left and who knows what bills and debts and stuff. So you need money to be able to take care of whatever business they have.
That's what I'm going to do.
If it's your child, they left grandchildren, they had a mortgage, they had a car note, whatever it is that people have left, when you have enough coverage, you're able to take care of that and not just put them in the ground.
Amen.
Let me say, you want to have at least enough to put them in the ground, but the ideal is that you have more than what it costs to put them in the ground so that you can take care of whatever needs to be taken care of for said family member after they pass away.
Right.
Right.
And what I did, that's what I did. And what I plan to do is take care of the stuff she left. Because see, it's just me. And it's going to call on me anyway. You know, the leftover, you know, the deciding what to do with the house and fixing it, selling it, whatever you're going to do, you left with that.
Right.
And if you're at zero, like you said, you can't even do none of this.
Can't do none of it. Well, then it costs you.
Right.
And that's a lot of times what happened with family members. The truth of the matter is, when somebody dies and we don't have insurance coverage, it costs us, the family, to bury them and to go. Now you're going in debt.
Right.
You're going in debt to take care of their debt.
Right.
And that's not how that should go,
That's
people.
not how that go.
That's not how that should go at all.
That's not how that go. You know, so, you know, it's really good. It's really good. Now it hit our table, the radio station, me. It's something that it's fresh. It's just happened. You can talk about it. You know, you got to get burials, plots, and opening closings. Man, that stuff can be very,
very expensive. Let me help you. The funeral home business they make their money.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, man.
They make their money. Because people are passing away every day. And I don't mean to be ugly when I say this. They don't care how you pay them. See, they don't care if you have coverage or not. They just need their coins. They just need I can't see that far.
But
I'm just trying to read the comments, but I can't see that far.
yeah, she said, so the family stuck paying debt. Shalonda, Misha said it's very important information. They just talking about how they opened the gate up. It was just
Right.
They in this thing. Tiffany, hey Tiff, how you doing? But you know that's just what was dear on my heart. And then, you know, we talk about this stuff, right? But are we doing it? You know, and I wanted Contessa to share her story, what she got going on. You know, because y'all need to know. It's one thing for us to talk about it. The question is, do you have it?
Well, here is the truth. We can just say it like we go, y'all family. We don't have to fake with y'all. Here's what anybody want to know about anything. They telling us what to do and how to do, but are they doing it for themselves?
Absolutely.
Can we be honest?
That's what
That's any of us. When you go anywhere and anybody is trying to tell you, if somebody trying to tell you about buying a house, well, have they bought one? If somebody trying to tell you about buying a car, well, have they bought one? When somebody gives you advice or share with you, and we come over here every Monday and we're sharing and we teaching, but you gotta know, is somebody out there saying, I know them. Are they saving? Do they have life insurance? Are they broke? All the stuff that they're telling us to do, are they doing it?
Absolutely. And
let me help y'all, by the way. That's a valid question. Because you shouldn't listen to somebody that is good enough for you. If it's good enough for me to share with you, then it's good enough for me, for myself. But here's the thing. We did it first. And it's so good, we decide to share with other people. That's how they go. You don't skip over yourself. So if something is so good, if you had the cure for cancer, or if you knew what to do, you would apply it to yourself first before you start sharing it. So what y'all must know, everything that we sharing with y'all, we apply it to ourselves. Now, Pops is further along than I am. He been in the game a little bit longer. He got a little bit more. But I'm definitely in the game.
Just a little bit.
Define a little bit. I mean, you have more and you've been doing it longer. Was my point.
Yeah, you just gotta investing is just giving it time, just being consistent.
Yeah, you let the interest accrue.
How does it feel? How does it feel having a mutual fund, knowing you got some money put away? We know it's growing, but.
No, it's I'm trying to find the right word because I've not always had it. it's the security for me. It makes you feel more stable. It makes you feel, like you said, it's growing every day, and it's not to where I feel covered. In simple amount of terms, I don't feel, as I was saying, Mama, I'm not naked out here in these streets. And I don't mean that literally, but I'm not just out here with nothing. And let me help y'all. Once I was out here very naked in these streets. I was uncovered. Me and my children and my husband at the time did not have life insurance. I didn't have a mutual fund. I wasn't saving. I was living check to check like most people. And financially, I was struggling. That's the truth for me. It wasn't. I used to scratch my head at night, man. I don't know about nobody else, but I used to say, God, it got to be another way. Whether they on our live or not, I know it's people out there every day saying, God, give me some.
Yeah.
God, send me some. Here's the truth. It's present. It says the people perish for the lack of knowledge, but then in the next verse it says the knowledge is present.
Yeah.
So my struggle with us now is we can't keep blaming that we didn't know. At one point, none of us knew. Well, we're learning now, and when you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
And so what bothers me about people, not that they care what I think, but that you know better and you want to do better. And what that really speaks to me is the mindset of the people.
Yeah.
And here's what I know, family. In order to change something, you have to change something.
Right.
Yeah?
Absolutely. You own it.
In order to change something, you have to change something. And here's what I know about life insurance, and maybe you can speak to this. I don't know how far you want to go into it, but people let their policy lapse all the time.
Man.
See, people will get life insurance, but because it's intangible and you can't see it, we let it lapse.
Yeah.
And the first thing they think, I know what you think. Oh, I ain't gonna die no time soon.
Absolutely.
Or, everybody dying but me. Y'all, here's the truth. We don't know the time or the hour. Mary Dabbs, you was talking about her, your mother, she was a little bit older, and she had became ill. And so y'all kind of expected that. But what about the 2-year-old?
Right.
That you don't expect? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And even when you expect it, y'all, it's still hard.
It's hard.
It's still hard.
Mm-hmm.
But see, that was you as a son saying, and let's just be real and transparent. You had insurance on your mom because you knew when she passed away, you were the only son, and that would be your responsibility.
Absolutely.
It wasn't because she, pushed the issue. You knew what you were going to be responsible for. Because let's be honest, if it was up to her and a whole bunch of people, here's what the dead person thinks. I'm going to be dead. Right. Can we just be honest? Right. I've heard several people say, that ain't my problem. I'm going to be dead. My family will figure that out. Well, here's the truth. If you really love your family, you wouldn't leave it for them to figure out. Y'all, why figure out something once they've demised when you can do it on the front end? Right. Now, thank God you are who you are and did what you do, because we had our issues and our struggles. Let it lapse. Well, you said, let me pick that back up. I'm just speaking to that because people do it all the time. Not trying to put nobody on blast or nothing like that.
Let me tell you what happened.
So maybe you can speak to that.
I took out my own policy.
Come on, help the people tonight.
To know just in
Thank
case.
you.
I took out my own policy. You know why? Because my mom was married when they got their policy.
Speak to the people.
They were married when they got the policy. Here's the deal.
A lot of our parents and children have spouses. Listen, people.
So that is
because the spouse is the one that's first in line.
Right.
Let's be clear about that.
When my mom and them initially took their insurance policy out, they didn't have me in mind. That was for them.
Say that again.
So if she died, the money would go to my dad.
Right, so
nothing to
they
me.
got their insurance policy. Mary had Claude in mind. Claude had Mary in mind. It had nothing to do with you initially.
Right.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah, and he'll take care of you. Well, if he didn't, he was fine.
Right.
Because that was their policy.
Right.
Now, here's what happened. I took my own policy. I said, you know what? I do a lot for my mama. Let me take some out just in case.
Listen, people, pause right there. A lot of our parents are older. Even if they have their own insurance policy, it's for their spouse. And even if they don't have a spouse, who's the next people? The children. So, y'all, whether your parents and kids, they can have their own, but you need one for yourself.
Absolutely.
I heard so many people my age, my granny got it. Your granny?
Is she still alive? She ain't gonna give you
And let me help you. If it's your granny, it's whole life and it ain't number 10, 20,000. It's enough to put you in the ground. It's not enough to pay for your debt or continue to take care of your children. I'm just gonna say it out loud.
If it's that much.
If it's that much.
You know,
and so, it's probably whole life, which is the wrong type, by the way. And I say that emphatically because whole life is not it.
That's the insurance policy they bring to our neighborhoods. They can promise us, well, you know, you can borrow against. Why?
But they speak to that right there.
You can borrow the money. So why would you be looking to buy a policy just to borrow from it?
Mindset.
Broke
mindset.
I can borrow against my policy.
You don't get insurance to borrow against it.
No, that's just a cut. You don't get insurance. You can't borrow against your auto insurance.
What? Tell me some insurance you have that you can borrow against.
You can't borrow against your home.
Can you borrow against your car insurance? You can't buy. But then when we say term, and people literally look at us, y'all, and argue with us like, I mean, listen at yourself. Yeah. You sound dumb. I don't know another way to say that.
So
you can't borrow against no other insurance, but you're supposed to be able to borrow against life insurance.
How much I
right
get,
on. Y'all sure right.
How much I get back? I say, how much does your auto insurance give you back?
If you don't never have a wreck.
Nothing.
Come on.
It's just in case. So, you know, they had coverage, right? Let me show you how fast it happened. Their policy lapsed. And when it lapsed, I went right in and tried to put it back. But before I could put it back on, sickness hit.
You listen, people. Listen, I think that's very key. You know why that's very key? Because you can only get covered when you're healthy.
So theirs lapsed.
When you're not healthy, it makes it harder to get coverage. Just say it out loud.
Yeah, and both of them had issues.
When you're sick, it's too late.
So mine was fine.
Come on, teach.
Because it was coming out of my account.
Teach.
Oh, I let it lapse.
So they had one and you had one.
Right.
Theirs lapsed.
Right.
You kept the one you had.
Right.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure they follow what you're saying.
I kept mine because if anything happened,
okay,
it's going to fall on me.
Say that again.
If anything happens, adult children, it's going to fall on you.
I mean, if they have a spouse, their spouse is going to be included, but they're going to come to the kids, y'all. They're going to come to the kids.
I'm the owner of the policy. I'm the beneficiary of the policy because I'm paying for the policy.
Right.
And that's all me. So if anything happens, I make sure that I can cover her.
Right.
I couldn't get one on my stepdad, Claude, because he was sicker. He started having heart issues.
Right.
So when I got the coverage from them, they were healthy.
Okay. When you initially got the coverage on them,
they had the coverage for a couple of years.
Okay.
Then they forgot to pay, change the account, whatever they did.
For whatever reason, and it lapsed. And it happens. It happens all the time, by the way. People let their coverage lapse all the time.
Mine didn't.
By the way, you shouldn't. Life insurance should be a non-negotiable. It should be up there with the mortgage and the light bill.
So when my kids turned 18, I increased all of them.
Yeah.
$300,000.
Yeah.
It's cheap.
Right. They're young and healthy.
Well, why would you put that on your kids? Well, they run up and down the highway. Anything can happen.
Here's the truth, 10. Anything can happen any day at any given time. Death is so unexpected. You don't have to be sick. You don't have to be old. You don't have to be y'all. You can be sitting in your house. Anything can happen. And we don't know when that's going to happen.
So with my kids, well, why you put that much coverage on your kids? Hell, I've been taking care of them since they were born.
Okay, let me ask you this. How much is too much? See, it depends on who we talking to and what we asking. How much is too much, Kay?
When you set up a fund, a trust account, which I'm working on now, all my insurance policy goes into my trust.
Right.
That trust is beneficial for my family. I tell them how I want it to be distributed when I get it, who get to eat from the table and who don't. So as I put coverage on them, the beneficiary of their policy is the trust. So what happens, Contessa, if I die, mine going there $3 million.
Right.
They died, theirs going there $600,000 apiece.
Right.
I'm not saying we're gonna die all at the same time.
Y'all won't. It usually don't happen like that.
But then it's still building something for my great grandkids.
Right.
Because you don't get to get it all. You're putting it in the trust, it's growing at 8 to 12%. You're taking 5 to 6% out. So even if you are deducting money out of the account to take care of yourself, it's still growing with interest.
Boy, you dropping free game. Tell them, because I know.
You're still growing interest.
My God. You just said so much in that statement.
See, look, watch this. Okay.
That's powerful.
If I die, let's say I die.
Come on. Ooh, Lord.
I got about
soon.
$3 million, hypothetically.
Yeah, Lord.
$3 million.
Yeah.
8% of that is $240,000.
Right.
Times 12, divided by 12.
Right.
That's about $20,000 a month.
Right.
So what am I going to do with that $20,000 a month? I'm going to disperse it through the family. I'm gone. I'm going to tell them what to do. I'm going to put $1 million or $2 million on each one of my kids. So when they die, they death benefit goes back to the trust.
Yes.
So
absolutely,
it's growing.
Shamil. Wisdom.
That's how the Rockefellers and the Kennedys and all these people
You took it out my head.
live so long because they take out big policies. Let me tell you what they do, contestant. They say, well, mama died at 70. Hypothetically, right? Daddy died at 70. Well, I'm 45. So I'm at least get a $3-4 million policy for 25 years.
Y'all, this is going to sound bad, but we can bank on that. We can
listen,
bank on that.
Here's the one thing you know going to happen
We
unless the
can
rapture
bank on
comes.
that.
You're going to die.
Unless Christ come back, you going to die.
Absolutely. So why not benefit from your death?
That.
And if you got a lot of money saved, you don't need insurance. The reason why there's insurance because you ain't got no cash flow. So when you got a couple of $1 million saved, we gonna tell you cancel that insurance. You don't need it.
Right.
But if you don't have no couple of $1 million put away, you're gonna need that insurance policy to what? Live life on your terms.
Right.
So I die, $3 million. One, and it's growing in interest, and I ain't taking it out now, and that's tax-free money. Hell, my kids die.
Tax-free.
$300,000.
Yes.
In the trust.
And
I own it. I'm the beneficiary, but I put it in a trust. So if I'm gone, the kids gone, my great-grandkids will still eat. See, they'll put a picture of me up in their house.
Legacy.
Yeah.
I heard legacy.
They'll put a picture of me up in the house. See,
I heard legacy.
I don't care what it costs me. Okay, let's just hypothetically say my $3 million worth of coverage costs $500 a month.
Okay.
Times 12 is $6,000. It was $6,000.
It's always worth it, Kay.
Times 20 years is $120,000. I spent $120,000
for $3 million.
For $3 million,
it's worth it to me.
It's worth it.
Absolutely worth it. What's it worth it to you?
You spend $50 a month for $500,000 or $300,000. That's the best rate of return you ever gonna get.
Let me put it out there: the younger and healthier you are, the cheaper life insurance is.
Y'all.
Period.
Hear me. You can set your family up. What is insurance? Most people die. They think of two things. They're thinking about two things, Misha. What happens if I die too soon?
Or if I live too long.
If you die too soon, we're going to have term insurance on you. So if you die prematurely, your family still makes it.
And let me help you. Any date you die is too soon. Because nobody's ever ready to go that way. I don't care if you're 60, 70, 80, 90. It's too soon. It's too soon. It's too soon.
So if you live too long, we're going to show you how to put money away a month in a mutual fund like Contessa was talking about. So either way, somebody say either way.
Either way.
I'm covered.
Covered.
That's why we sing the song Covered.
That's why that's our theme song, y'all.
You got to have insurance. You got to have assurance.
We're encouraging you all to get covered, to know Jesus, and to get you a life insurance policy. Those are the two most important things that you need in this life.
And start your mutual fund and get yourself in the habit of putting money away, because if you live too long, you got some money.
Y'all, you can start, and I speak from experience. Hear me, because we need to know if stuff is real. I'm a real person, right? Y'all know me. Pop's been telling us forever, but I think people think Pop's woke up rich. I don't know. But you just got to know his story to know that's the furthest thing from the truth.
What's
but
up,
a lot
Cash?
of y'all know me, and know I'm not nothing close to rich. But y'all, I started my mutual fund with $25 a month. Hear me. $25, as we say in the streets, a quarter order. Y'all eat $25. I'ma say y'all smoke $25. Y'all drink $25. Y'all gamble $25. Come on, y'all. We cash out the kids $25
in one shot.
In one
day.
set.
4 times a week.
I'm just saying, we play with $25. So now you can start anywhere, but that's the lowest you can start. I started about 4 years ago, putting $25 away a month. Then I went up to about $50 a month. Now I'm about at $100 a month, give or take. Y'all, all I'm going to say is I got a comma in my mutual fund now. That's what I'm going to tell y'all. I'm still not rich. I'm not nothing close to it. I still work very hard. I still want to be an RVP with RVPs. But my life is different, y'all. I sleep a little bit better at night knowing that if something happened, if I die, my kids are covered. If, for whatever reason, and I don't know about y'all, my life insurance is a non-negotiable. I don't care who don't get their money.
Right.
The landlord, TXU, Reliant, whoever the bills is. See, we worry about bills. But bills ain't going nowhere. They gonna be there. They not going nowhere. But death is also sure. Death is also sure to happen. Like I said, unless the rapture come, you want to be covered and you want to make sure that you good. And here's my problem with y'all. Y'all know us. Y'all know us. Y'all see us every day. We can do this for y'all. We can start a mutual fund for y'all for as little as $25. Now, Pops tell y'all to say what's in mine. I bet he won't tell y'all how much in his.
One of them has got 60,000. The other's got about 45,000.
You heard what I said?
Yeah. We'll get to the point I was just saying.
Let me help y'all. I don't have that much yet.
Yeah.
I don't have. Let me help y'all though. It ain't zero. It ain't a little bit. It's more than I started with.
Absolutely.
And it's growing every day.
And you want to excite yourself. Show your pay stubs and your mutual fund statements. That recruits people. These ideas, man. What you making any money? Absolutely. I got a couple of friends that on here are truck drivers. Man, get you $1 million worth of coverage on you.
Right.
It don't matter what it costs. Something happened to you, your family get $1 million.
That.
You're paid $4,000, $5,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $100,000 for a car. When you die, they don't even like that car.
And then over here,
you got kids. Make sure you can leave something for your kids and your grandkids.
Right.
They don't want that old piece of car you got. They don't want that truck.
So
they ain't gonna drive that stuff.
No, that's
your
dream.
That's your dream.
That's your dream.
Take care of the folk you love.
I can tell you now, a lot of these millennials don't want to work no way. They don't know what hard work look like. I'm just going to say it out loud. They don't have no worth ethic.
If I'm going to gamble, I'm going to take $500 a month for however long it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Until I'm a multi-millionaire, they don't need the coverage. If it takes me 30 years, that's 6,000 times 10, 6,000 a year.
Right.
Times 10 is 60.
Teach, Pastor.
120. I'm gonna spend $180,000 for $3 million.
Come on.
Dum-dums.
Come on.
Get you some coverage. You really want to ball? Make sure your family can live if you're gone.
That.
Make sure them kids can have their free shot have a shot at becoming multimillionaires.
And y'all already know what it is. They not learning nothing. They don't have nothing. Y'all, I pray at night for this generation.
But then the sad part, us as parents, we ain't even studying them.
No.
Well, they can figure it out. No, you say you supposed to leave a letter. You want your name
Think
to go
about
on.
it. We mad at our mama and them for making us figure it out. Don't make them do what we did. We had to figure it out the hard way. So why would you make them figure it out? They didn't ask to be brought here.
Somebody said I'm spending my inheritance now. That's just poor thinking, man. It's crazy. You love your kids, right? Set them up.
That's a poor mindset.
A lot of us are just sitting here. Well, didn't nobody teach me? I love my kids. Are you putting money away for them?
So be the difference maker. If nobody showed you and now you know, why wouldn't you take the opportunity to teach them and show them? My son is 14. We talk about saving money now. We show them how to give and tithe now. We lead by example from the front now. See, if you don't teach them now, see the reason why Hard Reset 22, keyword hard, you know why it's so hard for us? Because a lot of us had to wait till we were 30 and 40 to get it right. That's why it's hard. And we not going to say it out loud. A lot of us mad about it. How many of y'all on this live wish that y'all, hey mama, what's going on? How many of y'all wish that y'all would have known what y'all know now 20 years ago?
Yeah.
30 years ago? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And now you know and you can share with your kids and you don't? That's crazy.
Here's a deal in the back of the book. You can put away from age 22 to 27.
Yeah.
$6,000 a year for them 8 years. Contessa, and never put another dime.
Look, all of me. Yeah.
You can take $500 a month for 7 years.
Aaron said I had money that my people left me. Yeah, and they did you a disservice because if they had did that another way, you would still have money.
No, they did. Now, they took care of them.
They left it. I'm talking about once they got it.
Yeah.
Once they actually started. I know they mama left it to them,
right.
But I'm saying nobody was there to show them or teach them what to do with it.
They were listening to their broke family members.
Okay, I'll take that.
Because I was right there.
Because we all do it.
Yeah. They want to showboat and flowboat and hot cap.
Y'all, and let me help y'all today. Hear my heart. Family is family and we love them. And we all got some jacked up ones. I do. I love my family to death on both sides. But if they broke, don't listen to them. I don't care how much you love them. Because if they knew so much, it would depict in their own life.
Hallelujah.
And if it's not depicted in their own life, that they know what I almost said it. If they don't depict that, they know what they talking about. I wouldn't care if it was your mama.
Hold on, you made a valid point.
Okay.
Me and my frat brother Eric Spurlock was eating lunch today. He said it's amazing how we as African Americans won't work together.
It's the crab in the bucket mentality.
We say if they white, it's got to be right.
I almost said that out. That's bull.
The information is the information. You scared to talk to me because you scared I'm going to make a couple
already, Mimi, don't even want to put you on. Yeah. Don't even want to put you on.
I'm trying to put you on and you won't get on.
We giving free game. We ain't even charging for what we do.
No, let me tell you this. I pay to get you
he pay for this slot at this radio show to give you this game. It cost us, him.
Me.
It cost him
me.
To share with you. It's costing us to teach you. But see, if you smart, come on somebody, it ain't costing them. It's an investment. He's investing in us to share with you. So hopefully the information that is shared with you will yield us a return. See how that work? Yeah. So the money he's spending is not compared to the people that he's going to bring in. So it's the money that we make. Does that make sense, y'all?
Absolutely.
Do we make sense at all now?
That's what this is. So, I tell them how to get on game. You got people like Warbus and Pincus, which is one.
Shamil say that's why I so into him, because I know what he's saying is right.
That's it.
And then the proof is in the pudding. If you go to the hill, that's fertile ground. Y'all know the story. I'm not going to put our business out there, but our money was this. And now our money is that. And Brandon, shout out to my ace, he showed us what it was. In, 6 months to a year?
Yeah.
We did a turnaround. So you gotta know what fertile ground is, y'all. You have to understand reaping and sowing. Y'all, everybody expecting a dang on harvest, but don't nobody want to sow no dang on seeds.
If you sow sparingly,
you reap sparingly. If you sow bountifully, you reap bountifully. That is the word of God.
Your return is based on your sowing.
Man, come on.
If you sow nothing,
you get nothing.
And that's why we're an afterthought when you're gone.
And money is a certificate of service, though.
Absolutely.
So you even have to understand what money is from the jump. God say He gives seed to the soil. A lot of us want to know why we broke, but God know you're not gonna do nothing with it.
So He can't give it to you.
He not gonna give it to you
Because you ain't sold nothing. You ain't believing Him to do nothing. Let me tell you something. When you go to the passage scripture, when Matthew, when the owner gave talents to the people,
I'm gonna warm my coffee right quick.
He gave.
Wait, y'all, my coffee cold. I'll be right back.
He gave one servant 5 talents. He gave one servant 2 talents, and he gave one servant 1 talent. He said He gives talents based on your ability. The one turned to 5 into 10. He said, "Well done, not good and faithful servant." The one that turned 2, it turned into 4. He said, "Well done, not good and faithful servant. Come on up a little higher. You've been faithful over a few things. I'll make you rule over many." The one Aaron that had 1 and didn't do nothing with it, he said, "Take that back and give that to the one that had 5, and tell that wicked, slothful servant to go to hell." Can God trust you? Are you doing things to let God know that you can trust Him? And He's going to give based on your ability that He know you can handle. I got a member on this phone that was sewing every week at Bible study. Every week at Bible study, she was sewing. At the end of the year, God took everything she was giving that year and gave her increase on her job for the exact same amount she was giving to the king.
Come on, somebody.
This is what she was sowing into the preacher.
Yeah.
She was giving her tithes and offering her Wednesday night Bible study, but she said her and her husband said, "This is what we want to give to our pastor for his hard-working teacher. We sowing into that word He given us." And she went to work and got a raise for the exact amount she gave that year. So guess what? She got it all back and some.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what she did now? She increased what she was giving. Now you're not giving to get an increase. You're giving because you're sowing in the fertile ground. But God says He gives seed to the sower.
Period.
He can't. Money is seed to Him.
Money is seed.
If you're not sowing the seed, He's not going to keep putting money in your hand. Especially if you're not sowing nor are you giving, you're going to be broke.
That's it. I mean, a lot of people wonder why they broke, but they don't have nothing for nobody. I mean, God just never lay it on your heart. And I'm just going to be honest. You got to be in God and in His word to understand sowing in a preacher. I'm just going to go and put that out there. Because a lot of people, it just makes no sense to give to the God or the church or the preacher. And if that's where you at with it, we cool. We understand that. But when you have a relationship with God and you're in Him, He has a certain way that He does things. And that's how He does it.
Absolutely. And when you have...
And to get His benefits, my point is, to get His benefits, Kay, you have to do it His way.
Absolutely.
A lot of us want to do it our way, but we want the benefits of God. It don't work like that.
Yeah.
It don't work like that. You don't get the benefits of God doing it your way. You have to sow into the preacher, into the man of God that's giving you the word that's making your life better.
So then look at this. Then look at this. He come up with insurance. He come up with investments.
Come on.
He created a rule of 72.
Hey, cousin.
He's creating ways to increase your income.
Y'all, it's so many ways to get paid.
Whoop, whoop.
Say, understand that.
But, people say, I invested in a mutual fund because I want the end result. I want to be able $1 million put away. So on the front end, I start investing with the hopes. And you know, it's a hope. It's a guaranteed fact. If you do what you're supposed to do,
let me help y'all with investment.
Do what it's supposed to do.
Investment, if it works right, you get a return on your investment. See, y'all, here's how you get the return. You have to make the initial investment. We don't want to make the investment, but we want a return on the investment. How that work, y'all? I just don't understand how we don't want to, I'm trying to teach my daughter, bless her heart, how to save, how to give, how to go, what to do, you have to teach, again, my mama, I love her to death if she on here. They did the best that they knew, and most parents do. But I try to lead by example and learn from the front. Hey, Miss Camille, how you doing? But I'm trying to teach them and show them why they're young. My daughter is 19. Y'all, I swear if she listened to me right now, by the time Kyla get my age, she'll have more than enough. She'll have more than enough.
Age 22 to 27.
Man, say.
If you put $6,000 away a year for those 8 years, and never put a dime in there again.
Exactly.
Say never.
Never.
Put a dime in there again. By the time you reach 67, it'll be $1.8 million.
Right now, if she just thought, what is it, $400 a month? My phone died.
$600 a month. Well, she started to $400 a month. $400 a month put away for 10 years, a year you $1 million.
Right.
No, that's $4,000 a month. I'm sorry. $400 a month. Put it away, it'll create a nest egg for you. It's all different. But here's the deal. We're not even thinking about that.
We're not thinking about none of it.
We so busy trying to buy the latest tennis shoes. We so busy just blowing our money on eating out. We so busy with all our vices. And guess what happened? The money we have is already spoken for. And you have
We
nothing.
slow. We go and buy stuff like Jordans. And Michael Jordan already rich. Just thought I'd throw that out there one time. He don't know you. Don't care you got his shoes on your feet. He don't even like us. And y'all making a rich man richer.
Millionaires shop at Walmart.
Come on,
They
man.
just need some tennis shoes. They just need a $13, $14, $15 watch. We can't wait to go get a Rolex. Now, when they become millionaires, they set goals. When I hit $1 million in my savings account, then I buy me a Rolex. Well, why would I wait till I have $1 million? Because if I do the return on 8% a year, that's $80,000 a year that I'm living off of. So I can afford the Rolex.
Right.
See, I'm going to put the money away and let the interest support my lifestyle. I'm going to invest the money and let the return after so long, dog, is what I live off of. Now I'm making money while I'm sleeping. Now I'm living life on my terms. We even tell you, create you a nest egg with the business. Build the business and build your team of people, serve people, and that's residual income for the rest of your life
The business
for the
will
next
pay you
100 years.
forever.
For the next 100 years, if you do it
So
right.
if it take me forever and it's taking a minute, but we gonna build us a team, y'all. A team of people that want to go win with us.
Right.
Not nobody that we gotta convince and coerce and. Come on, man. We don't have time to entertain you and wow you and, oh, please go be on our team. No, stay broke.
Simply that.
And when we get rich,
And then the first thing they say, we're going to watch you when you do it, I'll come. That's just dumb.
by the time you watch me and I'm rocking, it'll be too late.
It
That's
will.
all I'm going to say.
It will.
And you see how serious of it. He said I'm going to start out with life insurance. Y'all, it's already 8:05. We've been talking about insurance for an hour. And you know why? We can talk about this all day because it's that important.
That important.
It's that big of a deal.
You need to look right now. If your mama ain't covered, your dad ain't covered, you ain't covered like you know you supposed to be.
Come on, man.
Man, quit playing with yourself. Quit robbing yourself of the opportunity to set your family up for life to be different.
And I don't care how much money you got. You get enough to come through y'all. You make enough money to take care of you, man. And if you don't, you need to do something different. Make some more income. A lot of us don't have a spending problem. We have an income problem. If it ain't enough, go find you another source of income.
Get your life
so
and
you can
make
take
you
care of
some
your business. Hey, y'all can talk all y'all. A life insurance license will get you paid. I'm not rich.
Look at this.
Not yet.
Look at this.
But my life insurance license worked real well for me.
We got life insurance price $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year, right?
Man, say.
She'll make $500. She'll make $600 off that. Two 15 minutes right there, life after all. 15 minutes. She'll make $600.
And then people say dumb stuff like, go get a job. No. And I'm not knocking the employees because we need them too. If that's the way you decided to make your bread, then you go do that. But I found an easier, better way for me. So I'm going to stick to the way that worked for me. And it's not going sitting at no cubicle and no desk for 8 hours helping somebody make their last name better when I can work hard for myself and build my own last name. That's stupid to me, y'all. Why go help somebody build their last name when you got one that need building? Oh, okay.
Watch this, y'all.
Oh, okay.
87, and we're going to get here. 87% of the people
we over.
in Dallas don't
Well,
have
we
life.
started a little late.
87% of the people in Dallas don't have life insurance.
Right.
So if you got a cell phone, and I know everybody got one, some of y'all big time with you, there's at least 100 people in that phone. 87 of those 100 people don't have coverage. The half of the 13 that's left don't have the right kind.
Or not enough.
Or not enough. So you can get your license.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get your license. Okay, Chandra, we'll holler. I'll call you when I get out. You need to get your license and turn around and just serve the people in your phone. You ain't got to knock on the door.
That's how we do, y'all, is serve the people that we know, love, and care about.
We don't meet strangers.
We don't go through Walmart looking for people.
I ain't doing that. Hey, man, I want to call you on your phone. Hey, John, let's get together. I need to run something past you.
And even your family and friends, if you playing, if you're not going to pay this next week, if you going to let this lapse, say, y'all, we don't write people up to just write them up. We don't beg people to join our team just looking for people. This serious business, y'all. This who we are and what we do. Let me bless y'all. This how we take care of our family. We don't have time to play with y'all.
I chill.
We say we serious out here in these streets, man.
I chill in these streets, man.
Okay, then. I digress.
Listen,
I
guess what?
digress.
We coming back next Monday.
Same thing. Same time. Chinese, man. You heard me.
Same thing.
Say we gonna keep saying what we saying and keep doing what we doing till it make a difference for who we are.
That's it.
That's what that is.
That's it.
So y'all can keep tuning in. It gonna be the same thing. It gonna be Chinese, man. I mean, my lipstick might be different. My hair be different.
Sooner or later,
We gonna be talking about the same thing.
Say, yep, I'm in. Or let's get together.
We gonna say the same thing. Or you gonna get left. How about that? Yeah. You can watch our smoke. How about that? Oh, okay.
It's
okay.
It's out here, and people need it. So we're gonna keep coming, and we'll see you at the top.
Or front of top. Either way, guess where we gonna be at? At the top.
Because the bottom is too
crowded. Bottom is too crowded. And we out, man.
We love you. See you guys next week.
Get some life insurance. Join our team. Start your mutual fund. Leave your legacy. I mean, I don't know. Pick something. You got options. Pick something. At the top, Mimi. That's it. There's no other world. There's no other place for us to be. At the top or from the top. Either way, we will be at the top. It's cool. What I'm saying ain't gonna change. Then our theme song gonna come on.
There it is.
Get covered, man. Get covered. We've been doing this for a little bit over a year. You can go back and pull up any live we done made. And I promise you, we're gonna be talking about the same thing. It ain't gonna change. But I actually
Jesus Christ is my blessing. He came down to give me his blood. From the crown to the grave, from the grave to the sky, I tell you I'm covered, I'm good. I know that he loving me, he be all over me, working around me, and it's understood. The fact that he cares for me, he's always there for me. I feel that I know that I'm loved. That's my G.O.D. and yeah, he hold it down. You wanna talk about King of mine, we'll take
I thought I had enough juice to make it through the show. I kind of ran out. I'm glad you kind of jumped out right. But we was right at the end, though.
Thank you to my God. About to get some blessings, favor from above. Because my life is covered by the blood. Jesus Christ, my Savior, one up for the Lord. Wake up in your praise and thank you to my God. About to get some blessings, favor from above. Because my life been covered by the blood. Can come back, stay full flat, and I run it back for the kingdom. Might get thick, but I've been fit. I take the hit while praising him. Thank God that he sent me his spirit to keep me together.
Already, Misha, you know what we do. I'm so ready to go to convention, I can't turn up. It's gonna be neatly.
This takes practice. Do your part. That's how you say again. Keep praising him. Don't let nothing stop your praise. Going down, it's only temporary.
All right,
Just
Cobb.
it's part of the package. Just living this Christ. He handled your battles. He was on your fights. He's watching by day and he covers by night. Just focus on him and you whip your right. You're trapped in his bosom and safe in his care. When he paid your rest,
Love you too, Phil. Love y'all. What up, Cam? Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for joining in. He like y'all. He said, he sure. Send us some referrals, man. This some good information. Share it with your people. Share it with everybody you know. Tell everybody you know. Join the team.